Why have I deleted TikTok from my phone? This app here, I don't think it is good for me. And why? Because it's designed to be highly addictive, to consume it. Unlike other social media, Instagram or Facebook, where you get bored very quickly. It's like you log on to Instagram, you flick through a couple of photos, and then you maybe like a few and you're out of there. It lasts a few minutes, but doesn't ever really compel you too much to come back. You'll still come back every few hours, or maybe once or twice a day, and check in and what's going on there, and that's fine. That feels like a healthy amount. But with TikTok, it is so addictive to consume the content, and it's so quick, and if you don't get it like this immediate dopamine hit every like few seconds, like a child needing sugar, you just flick and there's endorphins, and there is to make you feel good when you laugh, and then there's dopamine, and it's just over and over and over, and it's so easy to consume those and get those hits. It's so addictive. It's like fucking heroin. Just cannot get enough. And what I'd find myself doing is any moment where I had any time where I was just in between things, I would be opening TikTok and getting onto it, and then I'd spend like 10, 20, 30 minutes just flicking for no apparent reason. When you're on the toilet, I'd just be spending like 30, 40 minutes on without realising I was spending so much time flicking through this content. And it's not even that good of a content. It's not like watching a YouTube video where it's like higher valued content, storytelling or information. It is just such low valued dopamine crap. And like, there is a place for that, but the problem with it is it's so addictive. And then the worst part was, you know, you'd open it like when you're in bed or going to bed, and it'd be like 4 hours later, it'll be like 4 a.m. and you still cannot put it down, and you're just scrolling and it just ruins your sleep, and then you don't get up until like 2 a.m. and you're like a fucking teenager again. And that strain on my life, it took so much time out of you, and not in a good way. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the app. I think it's doing some very cool things, and there are amazing creators on there. I just don't find myself being able to control myself with that app. I find I am too addicted to wanting to just get onto it and scroll and swipe to the next thing. And often I'm not even watching the content. If it doesn't give me a hit like within the first like second, I'm on to the next video, and you know, it's just not a good way to do social media. Maybe I'm the only one, or maybe there are other people like this, but I don't find it healthy consumption of my time. And like, though I've made a load of videos on there across a few different channels, I never really had any success with the videos. Made like somewhere between 50 and 100 videos. I've never had anything more than a few hundred views. And I actually think that's probably the case with a lot of creators. It gives you this false hope that one of the times a video is going to go viral and you can make it, but I don't find that most people are going to have that experience. Most people's content doesn't get discovered. So even the idea of like growing it and growing a social following, it just seems more like false hope. But like so much more false hope than any other platforms where you have to put a lot of effort in, because a lot of these people are growing with content that is less than mediocre. And so like, it doesn't really incite you to put in effort, and then when you do put in effort and make a great video, you still only get like 10 views, and you're just like, there's no point in me really going to that effort for TikTok. Over the last year or so, I've probably wasted close to 100 hours of my time just aimlessly scrolling through TikTok, and I don't think it's been worth it. And as my life as an entrepreneur, I've got businesses to run, I've got a lot of work to do, and my time, you know, is valuable, and I cannot see it being worth it spending the time that I was on TikTok. Because I could not control myself like a fat person in a cake shop, I couldn't stop gorging. The only way for me to do it was to delete it. And now for the last week or two, I've deleted it, and I felt not really much of an urge to actually go to my phone and check it out. The first few days, yeah, I was picking it up a lot. Now it's gone. I feel like I'm over that addiction, but I don't want to get it again. So that is why I have deleted TikTok. I would put to you, as someone else who uses TikTok, why are you using it, and is it worth your time? If it is, great, continue to do it. But if you found yourself too addicted to it, too consumed by a very low quality content like I was, just searching for that dopamine hit, like an addict, then perhaps you should delete it too. If you liked this video, subscribe for more business and entrepreneurial related content in the future. Ethan out.